I'm gonna try to use the Britney Spears mic. This is the Britney Spears mic, or who else uses these mics? I don't know. You, Secret Service doesn't have a mic on their ear like this. But you know who might know about that is our next speaker. The guy coming up here is a really special, super talented guy. As a comedian, I watch him be funny, and it bothers me. He's so great. He's so talented. And he and I are going to both be performing stand-up comedy tonight right here in Aspen at Belly Up. Who thinks President Obama had a good sense of humor? Yeah. Everybody, yeah, whether you liked him or not, whether you liked his policies or not, the guy was hilarious. One of the reasons why is because our next speaker helped write many of the jokes that he said at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, the speeches, also wrote for Hillary Clinton, and we're really psyched to have him here right now to break some ice. Jon Lovett, everybody. Come on.
Hey, guys. Is this working? Is it loud enough? No? I heard a no. No. Is this loud enough? No. No. This is not part of it. Okay, we're going to just do our best. How you guys doing? All right, so I'm here to do an icebreaker, although I feel as though there's not much ice left. I feel this is a pretty thought-out room. So let me tell you about myself, because so I was a speechwriter for Barack Obama for several years. Before that, I was a speechwriter for Hillary Clinton. Before that, I was struggling stand-up, paralegal, person who was applying to law school, and I ended up writing a couple jokes for Hillary Clinton for a roast of Barbara Walters, which she did not attend, but that was enough to get me in the door, and I had this sort of crazy run of getting to do these different things, and so one of the things they asked me to talk about a little bit is just sort of what I've learned from that, and this will come back to our icebreaker. I think one of the things that I'm 35 now. It's a young 35. But I think one of the things I've learned is that basically you can get the chance to come to a place like this. You can get the chance to meet awesome people. But a lot of what you guys are doing right now, whether you like it or not, is you're not really, it's a lot about fighting a little battle with yourself about what's great about you versus some of the stuff about yourself that you're working on. So I'm a pretty smart guy. I'm also a terrible procrastinator. And the thing you need to know is that basically, for the next, say, like 10 or 15 years of your life, you're basically playing poker against yourself. You know, the best version of you is playing against being selfish, you're playing against being a procrastinator, you're playing against believing that, believing that somebody should be handed to. You're playing against all the things about yourself that you're working on. And the thing is, you're going to lose for a while. But the cool thing is you're going to start to learn your tells, and then you're going to start to win some of those games. So I thought for an icebreaker, now look, usually icebreakers at these kinds of things are, would you rather go to a zoo, or would you rather go to an aquarium? And that's like bullshit. It's not very good at like breaking the ice. So I thought it would be better to talk about something a bit more personal. So how many of you guys are at tables with people you know versus don't? Do you know your table? Are there a lot of people here you don't know? Guys, I have some very bad news. You got to move. Everybody stand up. And only 2 per table probably have to get up when you think about it. Just go to your next table. Go to the next table over. I want those Chicago people sitting with the Philly people. I want the New York people sitting with the Jersey people. You could do it fast. Guys, I also want you to know, I did not ask if I should do this. I just did it. All right, everybody sit down. I've had enough of this. Get in some seats. There has to be enough chairs. I see a chair up here. I see 2 chairs right up here. Some 2 up here. All right. Everybody good? There's a couple up front. I see a few more people on their feet. All right. Okay, guys. Now you're in your seats. Now you're with some people you don't know. It's a little bit uncomfortable. You good? Everybody good? Not uncomfortable. It's good. It feels great. All right. So here's what I think you guys should do for your icebreaker. I think you guys should talk about something about yourself that you're most proud of. And then talk about something that you're working on because you know that to be the best version of yourself, you got to fix it. That's a big one. It's a big question. How do you guys feel about it? It's tough, but I think it's good. Do you guys want me to go first? Yeah, sure you do. So I'm a pretty funny guy most of the time. Sometimes, though, I kind of lack discipline, and I save things to the last minute, and then I miss my deadlines, and it screws stuff up, and a lot of people get mad at me. And I'm working on it. All right, guys? I'm working on it. I'm 35, and I'm still working on it. All right, and that's like a real problem. Because like I feel like, oh, like I'm so great, like I don't need to start on time, like I can do this. That's a stand-up. We do not have a laugh track. We have one comic who knows what I'm talking about. So that's like a real, so I want you guys to think really hard about it and talk about those things for a couple minutes, and then we're going to maybe talk to one table about what they learned, okay? All right, let's go. All right, do it. All right. You guys feel good about that? He's not done. All right, you don't have to be done. All right, how was that? You guys learned something? You guys feel good? All right, is there a table here that would like to volunteer to kind of talk about it? I saw a hand go up over there. It's a big decision. Maybe you should make it as a table, right? I see some hands going up without looking around first, right? Little something else you maybe should be working on. I feel a lot of hands at that table. I'm sorry, there was like 4 out of 5 hands at that table. All right. Yeah, something you learned. You can say whatever you want. The mic's going to come to you, and then you just can say how you feel about the experience of that conversation, what you learned, whatever you'd like. And what's your name?
I'm Joshua Scott. I learned that I'm kind of connected with him right here, over here, you know. We're both kind of shy, and I feel like it's a good experience because now I already kind of feel like I know you guys a little bit, so yeah.
That's awesome. How do you feel?
I feel great. You know, I'm excited to be at Aspen. You know, I've never been to Colorado before, so it's a really pretty good experience.
All right. All right, so that's something good about you? All right, I'm into it. Okay. I'm coming over here. You guys okay? You guys want to, how do you feel? You raise your hand, so I'm coming to you. All right. I'm coming through. All right, how you feeling? What'd you learn? What'd you learn about your table? What'd you learn about yourself? You know? All right.
Okay, my name is Amaya. I'm from Philadelphia. I learned that my table, there's some procrastinators that get things done at the last minute. My experience at Aspen has been amazing. The scenery is beautiful. I'm just so happy to be here. And everything is so inspiring, like just a group of kids and everything.
That's cool. You know, sometimes when I'm procrastinating, I think it's because I'm afraid of how much I have to do. You know? It's what? Oh, you think I'm just too lazy?
Lazy. Yeah.
So this is a procrastinator's table. All right, cool. But you got done with the exercise on time. So that's the first step. Barely. I'm coming over there.
So I learned that my table has a lot of people who are both, some people who are proud of their sociability, some people who are trying to work on it and work on their language skills, and some people who are working on creativity, trying to engage. So there's a lot of people here proud of and working towards engagement and getting other people to listen to them while they're listening to other people at the same time.
That's great. Really happy about how this went. Any other table wants to go before I go? One more? Oh, I'm coming over there. That was a big hand that went up super fast, and it's close to me. I'm coming over.
So my name is Amal, and I learned about, is it Stefano? Am I saying it right? Stefano. Okay. So we both said that something we're working on is to feel more comfortable in our own skin, especially, you know, these days. And just, you know, try to learn about the other people, but also show them who the real Muslims and Hispanics are. Yeah, basically.
I think that's great. I think that's a great way to leave it. You know, that's an inspiring thing to end on, because I think that I'll be honest in that, look, it's really inspiring that you guys are here, and I think it's really inspiring what you guys are going to do in the future. But let's be honest, like, I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. This is a dark time. It is. And you guys, you know, I don't know how old you guys were in 2008, but for a lot of us, that was one of the most inspirational moments of our lives. And we had an incredible run of a president that a lot of us believed in. And I think that even if you're not a liberal like I am, I think it's fair to say that liberal, conservative, in the middle, whatever your views are, this is a harrowing time. A lot of anger, a lot of division, a lot of racism. And it's really tough. And I think the one thing I just would leave you guys with is, I think it's really exciting that you're here. I think it's really exciting that you guys are getting to know each other and talking about what you guys want to do in your future, and you're sort of coming at it with optimism and hope, because we need that. And this country isn't the worst version of itself, and it's not the best version of itself. It's something else. It's something we make of it. And I'm excited for what you guys are going to make. So thanks for having me. Have a great time at the rest of this conference. I'm going to hand it back.